name is Stephanie, and I think 1 million naira can start a business. It depends on the business you're starting. Like 1 million naira can start a jewelry business for you. It can start hair business for you. It can start bag, slippers, a whole lot of things for you. It just depends on how you manage it and the amount of items you buy to start with. Like I own a business, so I started selling hair accessories and I also sell hairs. When I started my hair accessories, I used I think 100k because I don't just restock and wait for people to buy because I don't want to end up buying things that my consumers might not want. So and it's bought a lot of things for me. So far, I sold almost everything and then I added more and then bought like and bought more items for me to restock. So gradual process, it increases and then the money you use just increases. So there are a lot of things you can use 1 million naira to start. Always start small. You don't need to restock. You don't need to buy a lot of things. Know your customers, know your audience, know the kind of things they like, and you can always be what was that, a drop shipper if you don't want to restock. At first my hair business I started as a drop shipper. When my suppliers post hairs, I repost, add my own amount. When they want, I go to the market. So if you don't have any money to start up a business, you can always drop ship and just find a supplier contact. It's very important for you.
My name is Mr. Henry. Yeah, thank you for asking me this question. Yes, 1 million naira can start up a business in Nigeria. Okay, and it depends on the kind of business. There are certain business we call SME, small and medium business enterprises. So for those type of businesses, you can use 1 million naira to start. You don't have to have millions of naira to start. And if you are well disciplined, you can go far with that 1 million naira. You just need to establish a kind of business plan that is solid. Then my advice is that any young person that wants to go into business, even with that 1 million naira or even less than 1 million naira, you have to learn the business in and out first. If not, you will run at a loss. So you need to know the ways of the business, how you can manage such business. Probably have to learn it from someone to teach you, to pass the knowledge on to you before you just jump into that business. Now the kind of business I would recommend for people to go into, even with 1 million or even less than 1 million, will be a business that thrive on a daily basis, a kind of business that people cannot do without it every day. If you look around us, we can see common examples of businesses that people cannot do without. That every day people make sure they make use of such business. Number one is food business. Anything food that you eat, it could be anything consumable. Exactly. Yeah, it's a thriving business. It's a business that can actually do well. Then maybe business center, printing of paper, typing, and all those things. In a very busy environment, is a business that can go well. So for you to go into such business, look at your environment and say, okay, if I establish this kind of business, for instance, consumables like food, anybody passing will definitely buy my food. So it's a good business. So you can start with 1 million or less than 1 million. Then if you are able to manage, start small and you grow.
Your question you give to me, I don't think 1 million is enough to start up a business in Nigeria now, because the way things are getting higher and the way our leaders are taking the team, they are not taking the citizens seriously. So I don't think 1 million can be able to start up a proper business. So, but if you say you want to do a little business, you can manage it. But if you say you want to start a proper business, I don't think 1 million can start a proper business. That is what I have to say.
1 million naira. It actually depends on what you want to start and where you want to start it. That's the thing. If you want to start like in somewhere in this kind of place like Lagos or Ikeja, it just depends on the business. Actually, it depends on the business. If it's something like an online business, yeah, it can start it. If it's something that you need like physical apartment or stuff like that. I'm not, no, you can't start it. So it depends on what you want to do and where you want to do it, Sha. That's the thing. That's what I'll just say.
Ademide Noah. Yeah. Not like the business that you'd, to a point it can and to a point it cannot, because there are a lot of disadvantages in this country then. Trust me. And 1 million naira starting up a business, it depends on the person's business idea, depends on how the person wants to start. And I feel like if 1 million naira wants to start a business for someone, you're going to have like things that you like, equipment, like things that you need already. For instance, depends on the type of business you want to start, like probably the laptop, or I don't know, any business that the person else wants to start. Just depends on you at the end of the day. To a point it can and to a point it cannot. My advice is start small, and from there you can grow big. I know it's hard. Trust me, it's hard for everybody in the country. But at the end of the day, if you don't take a step, you ain't going nowhere, gang.
My name's Babajide Olubide. With 1 million, I can easily go for phones, phone and accessories, which I believe is making more money in society now. People crave for phones, charger, earpiece, and stuff like that. So which I think 1 million can, at least when you start from there, you can achieve something. It all depends on the business they want to start. It depends on the volume of the business. Like if you want to go into buying and selling of cars now, you want to sell car, you want to sell house, you need to have a lot of money involved. But if it's petty trader, like as earlier said, you want to buy a phone, you can go for small phones, like all the small Nokia phones, like that, all the small Nokia phones, which I think 1 million can at least, for a starter, start from there. But a huge amount of money, that's when maybe you want to go, you want to buy, you start selling cars, a dealer, you want to go into real estate, that's when you huge of money. But at least from beginning, just start from beginning. No matter how 1 million can at least, so with time it grows.
You can start very small thing. It depends on the type of business, because if it is something big, 1 million naira cannot reach. And at the same time, it depends on how you manage that 1 million naira. Definitely you can start small business.
My name is David Louisa. Yes, it depends on the kind of business that you want to use 1 million for. Perfume business. I'm into perfume business. Perfume business. I'll just tell them they should start from somewhere. 10,000 naira can start a business. 20,000 naira. It depends. They should start from somewhere.
Industry. Once you know this industry very well, then you can try with a small amount of money to start your own business, and then step by step. 1 million naira, I think auto parts trading may be a good business, and second-hand auto parts trading. Yes, I think never put them in the stock market. This is my advice, and you need to focus on the real market. Yeah, and I think if you don't know the stock market very well, and some people they want to earn money very fast, they lost money. So you need to start with the real market. Yeah, you learn from the real market. After then, if you are strong enough, you can have a try. But at the beginning, I don't suggest.
Owolabi Kenny Pell, a lot. Like all this aesthetic, this girlish aesthetic stuff. And aside that, a lot. Like your first lady said, pop off, akara. Yes, it's yeah, so it can, no, aside that, for real, it can start a lot of clothing brand, different brands. Like you can start a lot of business, big money to start it. Like they can just, one thing about this thing is consistency. They can just start and they should just keep going, keep pushing, keep grinding. That's just a basic thing.
1 million naira cannot start a business, so it depends the kind of business you want to do. Because for me, I feel like if you have 1 million naira in this Nigeria, it's just for feeding. It's a feeding money. 1 million naira is just a name. It's not money. You want to start it live with 1 million naira and you have children with 1 million naira in Nigeria. No, now it's not possible. What do you want to buy with 1 million naira? You want to open a kiosk or what? You 1 million, or you want to be frying akara like Ya Tinubu said, akara and kuli and all of that. You can do all of that with 1 million naira. With a standard business, no, you can't. 1 million can't go anywhere. To be honest, let's be honest to ourselves. 1 million cannot go anywhere. Tell the president.